Hello and welcome once again to Video View, or Knobs Off, as we like to call it in the back room. My name's Craig Charles, poet, pugilist, philosopher and Philistine. Now, my guests in the studio this week are the girl from the new band T'Pau, who are currently at #5 in the network chart with their very first single. And her name's Carol Decker, and as you can see, she's no relation to Desmond. However, she is from Shrewsbury. Hello, Carol. Welcome to Video View.
Hello, Craig, and I'm not from Shrewsbury, I'm from Liverpool.
You're from Liverpool?
I'm from
Liverpool. More Scousers. Yeah. We had Wiley on a couple of weeks. My other guest this week is the guy whose band went to #1 with their album Hysteria. Their old album Pyromania sold 7 million copies in the USA alone, so that's like loads of money. And his name's Joe Elliott from Def Leppard.
Hi.
Hi. Do people call you Def? They say, "Hi, Def. How's it going?"
No.
Now, they wouldn't really, because it'd be pretty stupid, actually, wouldn't it, if they did? Now, I'm sure you know how we play the game. We play your videos, and then when us three get bored of it, we press our knobs, and when all the knobs are finished, we talk about the people who made the video behind their back, because that's the sort of people we are. The first video up this week are from two girls who've had instant success since they left Wham, and they're called Pepsi and Shirley, and this is called Can't Give Me Love. Good band.
Can't give me love. I gave you all and nothing less.
Well, Pepsi and Shirley have just been knobbed off. I knobbed it off first because I can't stand it. What did you think of it?
It was all right, you know. It was adequate, I suppose.
Adequate?
It's not my cup of tea.
But, I mean, what were you objecting to, the video or the music? Or...
Yeah, it's a bit bland, isn't it? Both.
Yeah. And
over-colourful, I would say.
Over-colourful?
I think they borrowed the set that we used for our last video, actually. It looked very familiar.
So your last video was terrible as well, then?
It was bloody awful, yeah. We recut it. I agree with Joe. It's not my cup of tea, personally, but to me, they're like Bananarama. I've a lot of respect.
No, they're not. One of them's black and one of them's white.
No, I meant in terms of they bring out attractive pop songs, and they are attractive girls, and everything's very lively and bouncy, but it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, but, I mean, what about the technique of the video? You know, it just...
The editing was too frequent.
Yeah, I
you know,
agree.
like this.
Do you think I mean, what do you think of their success since Wham? I mean, they're a bit like you, in a way. I mean, you've sort of, like, had instant success coming in at #5, and...
Yes, well, it just happened overnight. You know, I was in the studio 1 minute, I was really famous the next. It's really disgusting. Good luck to them, you know, good luck to them. They've come from the background, and good luck to them, but it's not my cup of tea.
No.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's thumbs down for old
kind of thumbs level.
Yeah. For Pepsi and Shirley. Now, the next video is by Bluey Sun. They were quite big in '86 with songs like Imagination and Some People. It's from the album, which is due out in October, which has got the highly original title of Bluey Sun. Nice one, lads. This is Animal Magic. I really didn't want you to press it quite then, because there was going to be another really good sexist bit coming up with this
nice
lady.
Touching.
Yeah. What do you think of that? I mean, like all these women caressing themselves in all those hairy, hidden away places.
I think it's very well filmed. Obviously, you know, somebody knows what they're doing, and the girls are gorgeous. I wish my legs were that long.
So I wish your legs were that long.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so disappointing in the flesh, aren't I? I think it's an album track. It's not a single, in my opinion. And although it's a very sensual video, it's forgettable, I think. Sorry, Bluey.
Are you familiar with Bluey Sun?
Yeah, well, I heard the last couple of singles he's had out.
Yeah.
That's about it.
What do you think?
I like the video. I like the black and white. I like the grainy effect, which is basically down to the director, not so much him. The thing that's just a little bit annoying from my point of view is that had a band like Def Leppard done a video with all these gorgeous women in it, we'd be a bunch of sexist prats.
Yeah,
quite right, too.
Yeah, but don't you think...
Because he's a pop star and he's a single guy, you know.
But do you think they're escaping that,
get away with it.
Do you think that Bluey Sun have escaped the label of, like, a sexist video? Do you think that'll get much prime-time airplay?
No, I think it's possibly a little too risque, because there's a lot of the self-touching of the naughty bits, like you said, which I won't even mention, they're too vulgar. But because he is very trendy, and it's all done so... It's stylish sex. I mean, this is designer dirt, isn't it? He'll get away with it. But poor old Joe, I mean, like, you're such an old, dirty old git, aren't you?
That's it, it's jeans and T-shirts.
You wouldn't get away with it, love.
It's all his hair.
Well, perhaps another band that would not get away with a video like that are the Grateful Dead. Now, they were, like, really big in the 60s, and they were deeply entwined and involved with Ken Kesey, the guy who wrote, like, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And Kesey and the Grateful Dead was like, heavily involved in the popularisation of acid. I mean, they used to do concerts that lasted, like, 6 hours and things like that. But now they're obviously a lot older and hopefully a little bit wiser. Their new single is poignantly titled A Touch of Grey from the album In the Dark. And does acid free the mind or fry the mind? Well, make your own mind up. This is A Touch of Grey, the Grateful Dead. It's all right. Well, there you go. I mean, I am quite fond of that video. I think it's got a great sense of humour. Do you think, like, a sense of humour is missing in rock music these days?
I would say most definitely. I mean, that to me, I stopped it then because I've just come back from America and I've seen it a lot.
Hey,
but
transatlantic
I'm
person.
sorry, I know. I didn't stop it because I didn't like it. Just waiting to see the dog bit, which I think is funny. Yeah, I think a lot of people in music today, they are overly vain, you know, and it's all the stylish stuff. And I mean, I'm quite vain, you know, in my videos and my publicity photographs. I think we all are to a degree. But it's gone over the top where image and style completely outweighs the music.
It's like the Belouis Sun video, where, I mean, it's like something that you might see in a dentist's waiting room in an arena or The Face or something like
Joe,
that.
you were just saying.
Yeah, or Vogue or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely beautifully filmed, and the girls are gorgeous, and Belouis is not bad himself, but where's the music?
But the Grateful Dead are quite hip, you think? You like that?
I don't think they're hip in the slightest, but I think they're
They're very hippie.
hippie, yeah. But they're not taking themselves seriously, and it's nice to see that for a change.
Well, anyway, we're going to go to the break now, and we're going to you can come back and join us with more bitching, backstabbing and constructive criticism after the break. But first, a word from our sponsors. Hello and welcome back to Video View, you lucky people. We've just been continuing rapping amongst ourselves about the Grateful Dead video. I mean, what did you think of it? Because she talks too much, doesn't she?
Run out and get a word in edgeways with you, Craig.
Oh, a little bit of bitchiness there. I feel ashamed.
It's my turn now, so shut up. I think... do you know what it actually reminds me of? I don't know if you've ever seen it. It reminds me of the Monkees video, the new one that was then, what this is now. It's the same kind of thing. It's like old men having a go. Yeah. And fair play to them, you know. I mean, there's room for everybody. And it's got a bit of humour in it.
But they're not taking themselves as seriously as, say, like another old man that we had on, say, last week, like Mick Jagger. I mean, he seems to take himself so seriously in the Grateful Dead.
I think Jagger don't want to grow old, you know, and they obviously can't stop it.
Have you heard
Jerry Garcia is definitely not just a touch of grey, it's like completely grey.
I like the way they took that touch of grey to its ultimate conclusion, you know, like all the skeletons playing the guitar.
I mean, it's a bit like a novelty record. Once you've seen it the first time, it wears a bit thin. But when you first see it, you just think, oh, good on them. Then somebody who doesn't care that their hair isn't all in place.
Do you know something? I've never, ever heard anything by the Grateful Dead until I saw that video.
Same here.
Same here.
Same with me.
It's supposed to be the first album in 7 years.
But never heard.
Yeah.
Never mind. Now, Curiosity Killed the Cat have released their new single. Now, like Ordinary Day and Down to Earth were all, like, really high in the charts. They've got a tour planned for October. But first, the Curiosity Killed the Cat new single. It's called Free, but it isn't. You've got to pay £1.79 like the rest of us. I was hanging on because I was trying to find out where it was. Where was that shot?
Scunthorpe.
Yeah, Scarborough.
What did you think of that? I like the international feel of it, but I couldn't find out where it was.
Yeah, it did remind me a little bit of the Phil Collins video for Take Me Home. Although that was like loads of different places in the world, it's very kind of either tropical or just very colourful and obviously by the seaside. You know.
What you think of Curiosity Killed the Cat? They seem to be, you know, I don't know, to inspire loads of difference of opinions.
Right, well, I mean, again, I give my honest opinion and not my cup of tea in the slightest. I think all of their videos have been excellent. They're really stylish without being cliche, but, I mean, that should be retitled All We Want Is One Note in Tune, shouldn't it?
Ooh, you're such a bitch, Carolyn.
Not being, I mean, you know.
Yeah, do you sing in tune?
When, you know, on a good day, I try.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't.
You don't?
No.
But you're a hippie. Well, not a hippie, a heavy metalhead. They scream, don't they?
I'm a screaming tune.
You scream in tune. So, I mean, you've got nothing else to say about Curiosity Killed the Cat, use it.
They're not my cup of tea, but I can see why people like them. They're really very stylish.
I'm going to talk to you,
cool.
Joe. What about you, Joe?
I don't know. I can't make my mind up about him. I met him in New York a while ago.
Oh, God,
he's a nice guy, but...
They're so... I'm just involved with so many jet setters on this programme. I'm really, really lucky.
There's his legs and his hat. They are his image, you know, and there's a bit of me that says I shouldn't like him, but there's a lot of me that says, yeah, fair play to him.
OK, well, the next video is from, like, an old favourite. In fact, I am the guy his brother used to sing about. And we used to sing songs about the whole family at school. We used to sing something like, down at the Osmond's Bakery, we had a touch of David Cassidy. And that is what so unmistakably makes the Jackson 5 so Cadbury. Good day. Have you guessed who it is? Well, it's, you know, it's obviously about the Osmonds. This is Donny Osmond. He's in it for love, and he's coming up through the square window. Well, since we're getting, like, so transatlantic, I met Donny Osmond last week. I thought he was, like, a really sound geezer. He was really, really nice. He was dead genuine and all that. What did you think? You were straight in there, you know.
Sorry,
give
Donny.
it a chance.
A lot of people I work with have been working with him, and they say he really is a diamond geezer.
Diamond geezer.
I don't really think we had time to listen to the whole song. It was a bit draggy, wasn't it? Don't like it.
Don't like it.
How can you expect to keep your credibility and admit to liking Donny Osmond? Then again, when I was 12 years old, I remember it's like going to a chemist when you're 16. I went into a record shop and came out with a brown paper bag with Crazy Horses in it.
I don't know, but, you know, I mean, talking about credibility, you use up more hairspray than she uses, man. I mean, is this credible?
I've got more hair.
Now, the next lady on the
These
show...
stars are glued into the back of our heads.
OK, less of this frivolity and on with the show, guys. Now, the next lady on the show used to sing with Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells. Do you remember, what was that song? Lady Marmalade?
Oh, brilliant.
I don't remember it. No, she's had a solo career for quite a few years now. Her name's Nona Hendryx, and we've had records like Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. We've had records like Einstein a Go Go. We've had records like Going to a Go Go, but this one's Baby Go Go. It's great when you've got, like, such a feeling of power. I could just, like, gong all them off. Because, you know, I'm the guy who's on the show. Well, we had to gong it off because we're running out of time and we wanted to just, like, have a little talk about it. I quite like that. What did you think?
It's my favourite. I like the video more than the song because she's so rude, isn't she? She's great. I think she's marvellous. So that's my favourite. And if there were marks, I'd give it a 7, I think.
You'd give it a 7? But, I mean, you're saying she's rude. I mean, you don't seem to like Belu's son being rude, but you don't mind Nona Hendryx being rude? Dual standards?
Tongue-in-cheek. There's a definite tongue-in-cheek there. You can see it. He had his tongue in everybody else's cheek.
No, you're being rude now. What did you think of Nona
That's the best one so far.
What is this Lady Marmalade, by the way?
You spread it on your bread.
Yeah,
Breakfast. It's wonderful.
very tasty.
You're an alternative comedian.
Only sometimes.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's your favourite one? I mean, would you go out and buy the record, would you?
I'll have to be honest, no.
Sounds like it was written by Prince or something.
Yeah, I think I
definitely.
might forget the tune, but it was the liveliest thing we've seen all night, so I liked it on As Nose Counts.
Yeah, it's very boppy.
Yeah.
That's the thing. The video was very boppy. The song was very boppy.
Are you only ever into heavy metal? Or, I mean, do you like listening to other stuff and that? I mean, do you get into some soul and funk and things like that?
Yeah, I like a lot of early soul. I like a lot of timeless stuff.
You've got amazing accents. I love your accents.
Hi, lad. Still as good as yours, innit?
Can I borrow one of your Barry Manilow albums?
Nah, I've lent them all out, actually.
Damn.
Oh, God. We'd like to sort of like say thanks for watching Video View. We'll be back next week with, like, loads of the hottest new video releases around. Until then, love and peace, man. It's been really fab.